Yeah. Welcome to the podcast, where you better tune in. You can see the picture, all you gotta do is zoom in. You in your man cave, it's no time for your girlfriend. They talk about the Sixers and how the Sixers gon' win. If they take your loss, they gon' hear BG going in. Jenny from the block, that's a lot. They was up 10, now they down 5. You can see it in his eyes, he a fan for life, and he sitting court size. Sports guy, if you know me, I'ma say fly. I cross you over like when they had AI. I still the ball, I ain't ask you, may I? Not at my house, the Kimbe, I ain't gotta try. Maxie for the 3, he try and win. They don't want the time, B try and win. I don't wanna see that boy cry, I live by the gun. I'ma shoot, I don't wanna die. They eat, sleep Sixers, you should know that it's game time.
Alfonso, this shit wavy.
Welcome back to East Sleep Sixers, your boy Sixers fan for life. We got 215, the sports guy.
Who?
Got BG.
Yeah.
We also got the Dallas Mavericks this afternoon. But first I want to throw a big shout out to Jen and her family. So with that being said, throw some big prayers her way. She's going through some rough times. So big shout out to Mr. Pete.
Yeah, definitely a big shout out to Mr. Pete. Rest in peace. Much respect and love to the family, as Jose said.
For sure.
Yeah, most definitely.
Prayers up for our sis always, man. We got you on our mind, Jim, man. Stay strong, and we're here for you. Hopefully the Sixers can hold it down correctly tonight and
Hopefully.
get this dub for Mr. Pete tonight. That's what I'm looking for. I always say tonight on Sunday games. I'll be thinking, I'm so used to playing at nighttime. It's weird when we got these early games, but we got early games and we got early starting lineups. Y'all ready?
Let's get it.
Apparently, Nick Nurse liked what he saw, because we're going with Tyrese Maxey, Kyle Lowry, Buddy Hield, Tobias Harris, and No Bamba. No Bamba will be starting again tonight. The same starting lineup as last game that got us a W. A lot of people in the comments, Carl, was saying, namefully so, one of our good friends, Greg Big Daddy Boy, was saying the difference was Kyle Lowry at point guard. And albeit I argued that, saying, well, we did play Charlotte, I did look at the assist numbers, the lack of turnover numbers, and I kind of stepping on the back of Greg's neck and said, damn, you might got a slight point because Maxey's not a real point guard. I was scared on defense, Carl. Starting Kyle, Tyrese, and Buddy.
You're pretty small. You're
weird.
pretty small.
Yeah,
you're pretty small.
So I don't want to say I was against it, but I was worried, and it showed having a true point guard out there to run the offense. I mean, Kyle's had a couple of weeks with us now that I think he got it down, and it looked like it was the right move last game, albeit against Charlotte. So what you think moving forward?
I'll tell you this going forward. First off, you play it game by game. Okay. Kyle Lowry isn't your typical point guard. He can play defense as well. In shape Kyle Lowry. So, he can stand to switch to a 2 guard and be able to hold his own for a little while. Of course, stagger the minutes, but I like them together. They play off each other well. He can hit the open shot. He stretches the floor even more, and he distributes the ball. That's another thing we're missing with Joel Embiid, our number one playmaker. Joel Embiid was a playmaker. We're missing that. So somebody has to be out there creating offense for others. Kyle does that very easily. So
and Pooh Mines has a really good point, man. Starting Mo Bamba sounds stupid until you realize, well, if you put him on the court with better players, it's not as glaring. When he's on the court,
hide him a little bit more.
When he's on the court with that second lineup, it don't look as good, and it worked out because starting Mo Bamba, albeit he didn't have like this phenomenal game, but we got the best version of Paul Reed last game, and it showed I've been getting on Paul Reed a lot this season as far as you're not a center. You're not a center. You're not a center. You're not. I've been saying that a lot, and I still hold firm to that point. However, he does know how to play backup center. I'm not saying he is a backup center, but he
knows how to play that role.
He's been that role for us for so long that it obviously he's best suited at that role. And I agree with you 100%, Pumans. Starting Mo Bamba seems like the best thing for us simply because of that. We can hide him with the starters, and
Right.
Paul Reed can be his normal self off the bench. So
I don't think
trust Nick Nurse.
I don't think Paul Reed plays well with pressure, and being a starter on this team and the shoes that you have to fill comes with a lot of pressure.
Right.
So I'm agree with both of you guys and say that he knows his role coming off the bench, and I feel like that's how he capitalizes and he shows out. He can finally get out the mud when he's coming off the bench. So yeah, starting no Bamba. You know what I'm saying? You might kind of expect much, but then again, you gotta look at the last game where Paul Reed still logged more minutes. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if you're coming off the bench or you're a starter.
Right.
It's the amount of minutes that you get and the production that you putting out in those minutes. So I strongly agree with what you guys are saying about Paul Reed.
What do you guys think about the minor move of, waiving Lofton and signing the two-way kid? What do you think about this? What do you know about this young guy, BJ, that we just signed on a two-way contract?
Again, I ain't going to beat a dead horse, but damn it, this horse need to be kicked while it's down on the ground. Stop adding guards, man.
Like, come on.
Can we stop adding
I wanted you to say it and not me to say it.
Jesus Christ. Can we please stop adding guards to this roster?
Yo, I seen Lofton release. So I'm like, okay, maybe they called Noel. Maybe they called somebody off the street to come be like, I don't understand. Not addressing the center position from the trade deadline to now. I just really don't understand it. But, if Mo Bamba can flourish with this starting lineup until the big fella comes back, which sounds like is not a fairy tale anymore. It's more so of a win thing with Joel Embiid coming back. If they can hold it down, man, we're one game out of 8th seed, but we're in the 5th seed. So it's not a lot of cushion.
Yeah, we're the 5 with a half game lead on Miami, half game lead on Orlando, full game lead on Indiana.
Yeah, so
it looked from the looks of, I'm sorry to cut you off, Carl. From the looks of it, that's going to be the 4 that's fighting for 5, 6, 7, 8. I think 9 and 10 are so far out with Chicago and Atlanta that's not really a problem we have to worry about. I don't think we have to worry about being one of the bottom playing teams. But right now, I think the Sixers window is between 4 and 8. Between 4 and 8 is realistic to think where we possibly going to finish with Embiid being out. So it's gonna be an interesting March. It's gonna be an interesting March. We only got a week and a half of games in April, so this month is gonna mean a lot to this team, man.
It's not gonna take much for this conference to be shuffled up when you take that deck of cards and shuffle them,
right?
Because the records are so close. You know what I'm saying? And at this point, it's all up to the Sixers to compete and bring it every day. Give it their best shot so that we can have a chance to stay in the most important spots in the playoffs, and then we ain't playing do or dies in the playing.
Yeah,
most definitely.
And I mean, when I look at 4 through 8, I do think that we can finish higher than everybody in that 4 through 8. I feel like we can be better than New York simply because of New York's injuries as well. Albeit we're missing the most important out of all of these teams with Joel Embiid being out, but they missing key pieces that makes that engine go. Then you got Miami up and down. You got Orlando, still a young team. You got Indiana, who, I mean, if Tyrese Halliburton doesn't have a good game, what is that team? So I do think we can finish 4 instead of 5, 6, 7, or 8. But what I think don't matter. Them dudes got to go out there and play, man. They got to go out there and play.
Everybody got to play up to their capability. Everybody has to do their job, and that's yet to happen. Everybody on the same accord. I think it can happen. This is a newer team being thrust together in a new system between each other still, but I think it can happen. We'll see. We'll see. You got to beat the teams you're supposed to beat.
It's what sucks is that this team is highly dependent on Mr. Contract Year to perform.
Right.
If he plays a crappy game, then our chances of winning are very slim. So it's gonna take for him to play above average, to help this team compete. and you can't bank on that. We don't know what we're gonna get with Mr. Contract year
from night to night.
So
From night to night.
That's the scary part. Like, it'd be different if, like, when you say, I don't know what we're going to get out of Nicholas Batum, it's like we don't care. I don't want to say we don't care. I don't want to use those words.
It's not as big of an impact.
If Batum has 4 or Batum has 14, we're going to have the same reaction.
Right.
Tobias has 4 or Tobias has 24. We see the difference in the Sixers when that happens. So
right.
For bad and good, we see it when he has the 4, and we damn sure see it when he has the 26. We give you your props, Tobias. When you do it, we give you your props.
ABG, last game, I ain't give him his props to myself because I got mad.
Game?
I mean, I got mad. Why? Because, bro, you can do that on a nightly basis. He can play like this on a nightly basis. Bro.
But Carl,
I feel like that about B-Ball Paul, right?
Yeah.
You say you feel? Yeah, I feel you. I feel
like that about B-Ball Paul, man.
Yeah. I feel like he's such an active person when it comes to going after rebounds that I want him to get 10 rebounds a game if he's going to play those minutes. I feel like he can. Yes, he's undersized, but he's such an active player. It's not like he's easily moved off the block. He doesn't attack the glass. Like, he goes there. So
Tobias
when I
Harris,
see games when he has 4 rebounds, it's like, Paul Reed, what are you
Harris
doing?
is the epitome of prepare for the worst, hope for the best.
Yes, he is.
Honestly.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Like we want it. Trust and believe. Everybody that watches this show knows that we don't want Tobias to average 11 in an 11-game streak. We don't want that to happen.
No.
You think we enjoy talking shit to Tobias? We don't. We want to win a championship. We know he is our second best player on this roster, currently constructed without Embiid. And we expect him to just show up. I'm not saying he got to score 31 like he did every game, like he did last game.
Nah, just be consistent.
You don't got to score 31. I don't like Carl. I said this last game. I said the game before, albeit I was mad at Toby for having a bad game, at least he shot the ball 19 times.
You did say
I don't like when I see 3 for 11, 2 for 9. No, put the ball up. At the end of the day, if Joel Embiid is not there, what was Berg's favorite thing to say about Tobias? Well, how much do y'all expect from Tobias when Embiid demands the ball so much? He don't get the ball in the floor to offense, blah, blah.
Berg,
well, now
Berg
this is a completely different team, and Tobias Harris is giving us the same thing, albeit last game he had 31, but he was averaging 13 in the last 12 games before he had that 31. That's unacceptable.
I think about Tobias' production on this team, and if I was trying to notch down like guaranteed numbers, I'm gonna say he's an 18-8 guy, like every night, but we don't get that from him.
That's what he's supposed to be.
Jose, say those numbers again. That is
18-8.
18
we
and
don't
8.
need you to be a world beater.
We supposed to be able to notch those 18 and 8 and say these are guaranteed. We can't even do that with him.
If you can average 16 and a half with Embiid, if you can average 16 and a half with Embiid, I believe you can average 18 and 8 without him. I don't need you to score 30. Score 30, I'm happy. I'm happy if you score 30.
What you see with a lot of the performances is how good Joel Embiid really is. That he makes people better around him. They look a little lost in a lot of different instances on defense and offense because he was just that good.
Batum.
He's that good. Yeah, Batum, especially Batum. Especially Batum.
Hey, Jose.
He looks retired without Embiid.
Jose, you ready for something funny, completely non-Sixers related? I saw a stat on Facebook today. It said PJ Tucker hasn't scored a basket since February 14th.
Like 9 games, bro. Yeah. See, now y'all know how it feels to be me.
And in that game, he had 4. Like, it wasn't like he scored like 20 that game.
Now y'all know what it feels like to be me.
Hold on.
Bro, you know how much backlash I got?
No, I'm sorry. It was February 9th. It wasn't the 14th. It was
you
February
know how
9th.
much backlash I got on this.
They was heavy in your inbox. They was
on
heavy in his inbox.
24/7.
Jose, wait till the playoffs, Jose.
Dude, I got hate mail.
You don't see what he do, Jose.
Yo, I got more hate mail from the PJ Tucker slander than I do for beating people on Madden. Straight up.
Tyronn Lue apparently sees the same thing we saw, Jose.
Oh man. So and it turns out earlier in the season when he started to get benched, he demanded a trade. So Yeah.
I don't know, man.
What do we
Shout out.
gotta do? We a little late, but we got it. We about to go into your John. We a little late, but what do we got to do to win today's game? What will be the key to winning today's
We definitely
game?
got to set the
Fellas?
pace and put some clamps on Luka.
What's that?
Clamps. Ain't no. First of all, ain't no clamping.
Shit, we got to try.
We gotta try. We
We got
definitely
to
gotta
try.
try.
You gotta try to contain Luka. Can't
Yeah.
clamp him. Ain't nobody on this roster clamping
Hey.
no damn Luka.
Yeah.
Hey, so
we
I'm gonna
got to
say
try, man. We got to try.
I'm gonna say rebounder. Gotta rebound the ball. Gotta rebound the damn ball.
I'm gonna echo this. This is like 4 shows in a row. I've echoed somebody. I'm gonna echo Carl and go with rebounding as well. I don't think we can give Kyrie Irving, Tim Hardaway Jr., Luka Doncic second chance opportunities often. This team scores at a really high clip. They don't defend, but they score at a really high clip at any given day. I'll remind y'all that last season we had a game where we gave up 82 to just their guards. Kyle Lowry and Luka Doncic scored 82 on us in one game last year.
Yeah, we can't have that.
We can't have that. Are they going to get theirs? Are they going to? Is Kyrie? Did I say Kyle Lowry?
You said Kyle Lowry.
you
I was
definitely
gonna
said
let you
Kyle Lowry.
slide. You definitely said it.
You definitely
Like
did.
right when I was about to
said
say it again, I was like, wait, did I just call Kyrie Irving Kyle Lowry? I'm tripping. But they are who they are. But we can't allow 2 players to have 82. I'm sorry, we can't.
All right, with that being said, you know what time it is. It's that time. Let's get it.
And now, for BG's Over and Under.
Ever started over-unders with a bench player, with a player that's coming off the bench, but today we're starting over-unders with a bench player, and that is Carl's favorite bench player, a person who belongs on the bench, not the starting lineup. That is not a shot to you, Paul Reed, but you showed me that you can be something when you're off the bench. So I'm only asking for double-figure rebounds. That's all I'm asking for. I don't need 15. I don't need 17. I need 9.5 rebounds from Paul Reed. What you got for me, Carl?
I like it. I think he's a player that does well after having a good game. So yeah, I like it.
I'm gonna take the over. I seen how he performed last game. With this lineup that coach is about to go to again. So I'm gonna take the over.
I'm gonna take the over as well. I really think that Nick Nurse figured it out. Like, all right, yeah, Paul Reed was our backup center. So when the center's out, he goes to the starting lineup. But I think he's noticed that we're just tiny with Paul Reed being the starter. So he figured it out, put him on the bench, and Paul Reed flourished first game. So I'm gonna take him to flourish again and get the over tonight.
I like it.
Tyrese Maxey has to show up against one of the most lethal backcourts in the NBA, hands down, without a question. I'm not asking you to jack, but I need you to be number 1 on our team tonight. So 29.5. I only want 30 from you. 29.5 against a team that doesn't defend well, but we got to put up points. So I think our best player has to score that. So 29.5 for Tyrese Maxey tonight.
Over. I think he cooks Kyrie tonight.
You said 29.5?
Yes. Coming off a 31-point performance last game.
I don't know if I see him for 30 plus tonight. I can't remember his matchups against Kyrie Irving because Kyrie Irving missed a lot of basketball. So there's no game that sticks out as far as Kyrie versus Maxey. I just think it's gonna take more effort from the rest of the team today.
Real quick before you finish, I'll help you out. The first game, Maxey didn't do anything. He had 15.
Yeah.
We didn't have Embiid, so this is the second time we played Dallas this year. We didn't have Embiid that game. We don't have him this game. But Maxey shot 6 for 16, 1 for 5 from 3, and only had 15 points. He had 7 dimes, and Kyrie shot 10 for 17 and had 23 points, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds.
I was trying to get to that because I
just wanted to give you the numbers because I know you were saying I don't know what the match.
Normally when Maxey plays against other superstars, those games kind of stick out, and I just really couldn't remember anything that was memorable from the last time they played one another. So I'm gonna say he slightly makes that number. I'm gonna take the under because I don't feel like this is a Maxey type of game. Could be wrong. Hope I'm wrong. But that's just the way I see it. I'm taking the under.
I like it. Carl, you won already, right?
Yep.
I feel like he has to now, so I'm gonna take the over. I feel like we need the points tonight. This is a team that scores,
Yeah.
and we
Yeah,
have
we
to
don't need him
score.
from Tobias. No, man.
Yeah, we need him from everybody. We need
We
him
need
from
it
everybody.
from everybody.
We talked about it earlier. Kyle Lowry seems like he might be in the starting lineup for the foreseeable future. A true point guard on the Sixers. Who would have thought? Kyle Lowry had a great game in the assist column last game at the starting point guard role. So does he continue what he's doing? I'm not even asking for huge numbers. I'm only asking for 8.5. 8.5 assists from Kyle Lowry tonight.
Yeah, that's easy. If he plays 25 plus minutes, I like that. You know, if he plays 22, 25 plus minutes, I like that.
Another stat to help y'all decide y'all decision on this. Campaign is out. So I'm assuming that means
Over.
Kyle is either playing more minutes or Maxey is more of a, hey, you're starting at the 2, but you'll be the backup point guard as well. So we'll see what that second lineup starts to look like tonight, as far as the second and third lineup, what they're going to look like as far as how is Nick Nurse going to manage those minutes at the point guard position, being that the guy who's technically our backup point guard right now is out. So Kyle either going to play a lot more minutes, or Maxey's going to be thrusted in that, hey, you the 2 right now, but you're going to be the 1 in a minute, and then you'll be the 2 again. So we'll see.
Yeah, I think it's just gonna be all over the place, but I do think that Laurie could come out and get this number, so I'm gonna take the over on this.
Villanova.
I'm going to cautiously take the under. I don't think like bad game, but I see that number being like 7. I can see that number being like 7. So I'm gonna take the under, slightly under. Kyle still has a good game, but I feel like this would be a very team heavy game. And everybody will have good stats. Like I could see us having like 4 or 5 people with 5 assists. I could see that.
Yeah, me too.
Most definitely.
We'll see. This is not gonna be an easy one. This ain't gonna be an easy one. We in Dallas. I should have went to this game. That drive. I don't feel like driving 5 hours.
Yeah, that's a bit much.
I should have went. I'll wait till they come to San Antonio on April.
That's like a whole day trip. You know that, right?
Yeah, especially because I work tomorrow. So if I drove up there, I go to the game and then drive all the way back. By the time I get home, be tired. Yeah, I'll wait till they come to San Antonio, April 7th. I will be. Y'all will see me on the screen. I'm gonna be close, so y'all gonna see me.
Yeah, that's a hell of a ride. 5
That's
hours
definitely a good
over,
ride.
5 hours back. That's 10 hours. Another 3 hours for the game.
But this is the thing, Jose. Back home, when I'm home, a 5-hour trip will get us where? Damn near, we'll get past DC.
Yeah.
Texas so big. We used to these. Like a 3-hour drive to me is nothing.
In Virginia in 5 hours.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Texas is just big, man. I hate how big the state is, but it made me realize, 3 hours ain't that long. I'm just going right there.
Yeah.
Most definitely. So is that it with the over-unders?
Yeah, that was the 3. Maxey, Paul Reed, and who else did I pick? Kyle. Yeah, Maxey, Paul Reed, and Kyle.
All right, we about to get Bull real quick because I wanted to get Bull when we was mentioning Maxey, but now I just jump out the window. McDonald's, we're in the drive-thru. Can I get a 50-piece extra barbecue tonight from Maxey? And it's definitely happened.
50?
Yeah. Extra barbecue, please. Make 4 packs, not the 2 y'all like to get. 4.
Well, you know that
20 nuggets here.
25 cents an extra pack, right?
What you say?
An extra cup of sauce.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What exactly are we paying for this 50? That's my question.
No. I'm going abroad and Diamond McDonald's where I got the hookup.
They gonna charge
and I'm gonna get my 4 to 5 pack.
Are we getting this 50 and the cost of it is Tobias gonna have 6? I don't want it then. if the cost of this 50 is Tobias having 6, then I don't want the 50.
I hear you. What's your bowl?
I'm gonna go with the same bowl I went last game because I'm tired of this shit. I really want to see this kid play in the game, not just when we losing. Ricky Council deserves to be playing.
Yeah, he do.
The way this roster is currently constructed, Ricky Council deserves to be playing. I'll put this out there. If Robert Covington wasn't injured, he'd be playing.
Yeah.
Right? Would you agree? If Robert Covington wasn't injured, he'd be playing. So why is it that Ricky Council don't get those minutes? A similar build guy. I just don't understand. So I'm going with my bold being Ricky Council with a dub off the bench tonight.
With all these 50-piece nuggets and you know this being a team heavy game, I'm hoping that's what it is. I'm hoping they can rock out on all cylinders. Everybody can touch the ball. A lot of assists throughout. Everything that I was hearing everybody say that everybody gonna do, I'm gonna put that into my bowl and I'm gonna say this team scores at least 130.
Okay.
130 is a good one simply because we're missing 36 points. I'll make that bold. That's bold.
Right.
That's bold.
Yeah.
Right.
130 is
right.
bold since we're missing 36 points
Of
to
course.
include
We're missing
the
the
empty
B,
Melton.
and you say 130. That's definitely bold.
Yeah, that's
Most
still
definitely.
bold. That's still bold. To say
Most
130 for this roster is that's bold enough. That's bold enough.
Well, listen, it's early enough in the day where y'all have the privilege to be able to see us again on the post game. Sit down with us while y'all having y'all dinner or fixing dinner around that time. Right after this game, we'll be right here for the post game. So y'all definitely don't want to miss that. Jose?
You already know what time it is. Everybody, please enjoy the game. Enjoy the game. Enjoy the rest of your weekend for whatever's left of it. Again, big shout out to our sister Jenny from the block. Praise go out to her family. We got Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. And if you ain't understand what I said in English, I'm gonna tell you in Spanish. No te olvides.
No te olvides.
Decirle a
Habla
un
sí.
amigo.
O un
Le
amigo.
diga a un amigo.
Le
Le
diga
diga a un amigo. Let's go Sixers. Hoy.
Let's
Enjoy
go
the game,
Sixers,
everybody.
man. We'll see y'all post game.
Peace out.